Hey everybody, welcome back. We are here with another mascara review. You guys know I love these. This is my thing. It's in my wheelhouse. This is what we're doing. So, if you are not new here, you know what I'm saying. I have a whole mascara review playlist. I have reviewed so many. I've lost count. But if you are thinking of buying a mascara, check there first to see my thoughts on it. So I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I am trying to tame these down a little bit because I talk and talk and talk. But in this review, you will see what the mascara looks like with one coat. You'll see what it looks like with two coats compared to my naked eye with no mascara, no makeup, nothing on it. You will also see an up-close shot of the wand with that so that you can see in high def what it looks like. I will also include a video shot of the wand coming out of the tube so that you can kind of see the formula and the wand kind of 3D. 2D. And then at the end of this video, you will see my 4 favorite mascaras. 2 of them are drugstore, 2 of them are high-end. Those are the ones that I swear by, that never do me wrong, and that I would recommend to anybody. So, with all of that being said, my lashes, my main thing is I want length. Volume is good, but because I do have quite a few lashes, they're not sparse, they're just not as long as I would like them to be. Sometimes volumizing mascaras can create a clumping situation, but if it's a good mascara, it should be able to avoid that. So getting right on into it, the one that we are reviewing today, as you saw from the title, is the Sephora LashCraft Big Volume Mascara. This is one that I didn't even plan on reviewing, but I figure I'm just going to review every single mascara that I try just so that I have a really good library of my thoughts on mascaras for anybody looking for them. So this mascara I loved from the first time that I tried it, which is rare. Usually if I like a mascara the first time, I end up kind of not liking it as I use it more, and then if I don't like it the first time, I kind of end up loving it. So there's usually a kind of breaking in period with mascaras for me. This one I loved right out of the gate, and it did not change. So here's the thing. I tried the original LashCraft mascara. I got it in a Sephora playbox like whenever it first came out, and that was a couple years ago, I think. Maybe a year and a half or something, but I liked that mascara. I liked how it looked, but it flaked so terribly to the point that I just could not wear it. Flaking is a major X in my book. A little bit of flaking is okay. A lot, no good. I'm not going to use it anymore. So I was kind of hesitant to try this, and I really did not think that I would like it because I expected it to be exactly, there go the dogs. I expected it to be exactly like that, but I was pleasantly surprised. So here we go. First off, I have the Deluxe Sample size of it that I also got in a Sephora playbox. So this is what it looks like. I love the packaging. The packaging on the regular size is similar. Same color scheme. Purple is my thing, so I love the packaging. Here is the wand coming straight out of the tube. On here, you can see it does kind of have a little bit of an hourglass shape to the wand. I feel like it's kind of comparable to Better Than Sex, but not quite as pronounced of an hourglass shape. And it's also, ooh, do I have it? Which also means that it's very comparable to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I did do a comparison review on both of those. Not my favorites. But anyway, it also is quite similar to this Essence Lashes of the Day. So here's this one and this one compared. Let me get them lined up here. So both pretty similar. I feel like the Lashes of the Day doesn't have quite as much of a waist on the middle of it, whereas the LashCraft has a little bit more of a waist. But these are quite similar wands, and I also really, really like this one also. Can I say also again? I did do a review on this one as well, so check that out if you're interested. But there is the wand on this. So talking about the formula, it is a nice creamy formula. It's not one of those super wet, thin formulas, which I hate and almost never work out for me. And it's also not too dry or pasty or anything like that. This tube has been open for probably a month now, and the formula is still just so creamy and nice. There's just nothing dried out about it at all. So I really, really appreciate that. It does say that it has like polymers in it to allow it to build without clumping up, and that's supposed to provide volume and length and just a great lash look. I do somewhat agree with that. We'll go into that in a second, but I will tell you that this is a $14 mascara whenever you purchase the full size of it, which, considering that a lot of drugstore mascaras are getting up to the $10 price range, is pretty good. I would almost consider this to be a drugstore mascara just because it's not over $20, which I feel like a lot of the high-end mascaras are over $20 now. So it's kind of like mid drugstore, upper end drugstore, whatever you want to call it. But there you go with that. So as for the application wear results that you get with this one, you guys know I love me a one coat mascara, and I am actually wearing it today. This is with one coat, and I think it looks really nice. So I do love this as a one coat mascara. I think it looks nice. Looks nice and like feathery. It does, I feel like as soon as you start to put it on, at least with my lashes, toward the inner part here, I will get them like clumping together a little bit, all of the hairs. But that's kind of like something that I just have to deal with because I do have a dense amount of hairs right there. So it's just kind of hard to not have it do that. But as I do go in with the second coat, I feel like for the most part, it does kind of give me a little bit more separation in some areas. But it does clump a little bit. And I think that that just comes down to the fact that I have a dense amount of lashes. Whereas if you had a more sparse amount of lashes, this would probably not clump on you at all. So take into consideration your own individual lash type whenever you're considering if you would like to buy this or not, or try it. So with the two coats, it does give you definitely more volume, and it also gives you more length. I feel like in the first coat, I don't know what they're doing up there. The first coat, like the very center of my lashes gets some length, but then the outer and inner corners are just kind of like it's building volume. But that second coat really allows it to build the length over the entirety of the lash. So I really like the way that it looks. Oh, and this mascara does also claim to have zero flaking, smudging, and I think it was the clumping, flaking, smudging, clumping. So it does clump a little bit, but no flaking, most importantly, because the original LashCraft was bad, and no smudging. That's usually not something that I encounter with most mascaras, but I'll go ahead and throw that out there since they did claim that it doesn't smudge. I didn't get any smudging. I would not call this my absolute favorite because my four favorites are just, those are still just my ride or die four absolute favorite mascaras. But I have, if you've seen all of my mascara reviews, you know I have quite a few mascaras that I do like, I enjoy, I repurchase, I continue to use, but it would really take like a bomb mascara to replace one of my top four. So do with that what you will. Take a look at the comparison pictures of my four favorite mascaras so that you can see kind of what I like my lashes to look like. And I would say that the reason why this would not replace one of my four faves, is simply the slight clumpy factor. However, for me, it's an acceptable clumpability. I'm just making up words now. It's acceptable, whereas others that clump, they don't look as good, you know, so there you go. But my four faves, zero clumps, great length, nice amount of volume, and most importantly, separation and definition with all four of those. So check those out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. I will tell you, I have another one that I'm working on. I just picked this up, and this is the Smashbox Superfan Mascara. I am still testing this out. I will probably bring you a review on that in a couple weeks. And as always, if you have any requests, leave them down below and I will add them to my list of things that I need to try. So that is it, guys. I will catch you next time. Bye.